Hey guys, welcome to the Editing Bar, the channel that brings you writing tips that make sense. In today's video, I'm excited because we're going to do a little bit of a recap of 2019 and kind of all the exciting things that happened and that kind of led up to the YouTube channel, The Editing Bard, and also kind of what moving forward in 2020 looks like. So if you're ready, let's go. Guys, I can't begin to tell you just how exciting it has been over the past year, and also really difficult. I mean, there's a lot that happened in the last 12 months that is just absolutely crazy. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. This is a channel that is designed to give you writing tips that make sense and where we just kind of have a good time doing it. And so, yeah, I mean, if that sounds like you, then you should probably go down and just hit the subscribe button now, because reasons. And for those of you who are returning, I'm so glad that you have decided to follow, and I'm so glad that you've been enjoying the videos that I've been putting out. And I wanted to kind of do a quick overview of what 2019 looked like and what 2020 is going to look like, you know, in the coming year. And so in 2019, like, life was crazy. You know, just 2 short months beforehand, I had injured my shoulder, my left shoulder, real bad. Couldn't use it for about 3 or 4 weeks. Had to suddenly move in with my in-laws because my wife had gotten really sick. We were living down, we live in Oregon, and we were down in a little town called Malala. And it was a very strange experience because I was out of work for the most part because of my, like I said, my shoulder injury. And I knew that at some point we were probably going to end up moving to a different, potentially different state, but definitely a different town. And I was going to need a job. And so I had been doing book reviews for friends on Wattpad and decided that to kind of look into that and what that would look like. And so I was freelancing before that injury, and that gave me the opportunity to actually kind of dive into it more. Discovered developmental editing and the fact that I was really good at it. The one talent that I ended up with. So in January and February, jumped on Fiverr and started getting gigs. And out of the 14 or so clients that I had while I was on there, every single one of them was happy with what I did, which was a huge confidence boost. And so I decided that, you know what, I love this so much and I can just feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I decided to jump in. I began working my business as the Editing Bard. In May, we moved out to Eastern Oregon. I officially launched my business as of like May 4th. I've always wanted to run my own business, but man, can I tell you, it is difficult. There was a lot of stuff that I had to learn in 2019. You know, learning how to do my books and keeping track of finances and keeping track of receipts and bettering myself as an editor and finding clients and doing marketing and all these different kinds of things. And I'm doing it by myself. That was a huge learning curve, but it's been just a blast. Some of the books that I've read over the last year, I've just been fantastic. And even if they're in a rough spot, unlike most of my competition out there, they won't look at a first draft usually. Usually they're kind of hoping that you've gone through at least once to kind of polish it up. And if you haven't, you typically pay more. But I'll do first drafts. And actually, I enjoy doing first drafts more because those are the ones where I get to kind of see the message of the story, and I get to talk with clients about their why. And really kind of delve in and help them build a second better wow, I didn't even say that right. A better second draft, and it ends up saving them time. So I love getting first drafts. Then in, I think it was like August or so, I started the YouTube channel as a way to give writing tips and just kind of a different outlet. And it's been amazing to do these videos and try and help other authors, because like I've been there. Like I've been the author who just had no idea what the hell they were doing when I started off. Like, and my first plot outline was margin to margin, no paragraphs. There was some punctuation, but not proper. I mean, I was 16. And I had no idea how to format a story. It's just wall to wall text. That's all that it was. Yeah, it's hideous. But I've kept it because it reminds me. But like that's the stuff that I love helping people do. It was probably around the same time where I actually wanted to move into having coaching available through my business as well. So I've been helping coach people here locally. I have an international client in Amsterdam, and that is probably my biggest passion, is getting to work one-on-one with these people. One client went from having 100,000 words, 114,000 words, not any structure, and in 3 months she's almost finished her entire first draft. I mean, and grown leaps and bounds as an author. Like, I love coaching people. It's so much fun. In addition to, doing YouTube and the cringeworthy videos, I got an affiliation with a publisher, a hybrid publisher, New Degree Press. I'll link it up at the top. That's been what my dream has been. Since I was 17, I wanted to be an author, and I'm closer than ever to actually getting my book finished because of this job. And then to, on top of that, be able to offer my coaching clients the opportunity to have their book presented to a publisher who will help them market their book. It's not guaranteed to be published, but they'll get it in the hands of somebody who can do that. Like, I mean, I wanted to be a holistic business for my clients to help them with that. And it's slowly but sure, it's slower than I would prefer. But it's happening. And so it's just been, 2019 was just fantastic. From the cringeworthy videos, like I said, to the affiliation, to just working with people. It's been awesome. Absolutely awesome. And now moving into 2020, man, I am so excited for the stuff that's going to be happening in 2020. The biggest thing, and the one that I am just working my butt off on right now, is getting the Bard's Storytelling Academy up and officially running. Like the sales page is done. The curriculum is almost done. The first one is going to be how to start your fantasy novel. It's going to help walk you through kind of jump starting that initial process. And then you get to become a part of the Bard Storytelling Academy community. There's a Facebook group. And so for those who go through that, they get to join that and be a part of the community. And their first chapters, I look over. Like, I will personally take the time out of my day to sit down and look over and give feedback and suggestions on that. So I am so excited. Some of the things that I have, I'm going to be doing a book writing basics webinar sometime here in the first quarter of the new year. It's a matter of first priority is getting the academy up and running, and then I'm going to be working on the webinar. I'm so excited for that. There's going to be a ton of good stuff there. Publishing basics, how to start your romance novel, how to start your sci-fi novel, how to self-edit and save money. I know people will be particularly interested in that. How to build an author platform, and why should you get a coach? those are some of the things that are going to be a part of the Academy. And I'm so excited to get working on those other ones as well. In addition, in 2019, I reformulated my entire business model in a sense for coaching packages and the developmental edits. So the coaching packages, I now have 4. There's the Scribe, Apprentice, Bard, and Master Bard packages. And they allow me to pour in time and effort in a way that I wasn't able to do before, to try and help people write their book, the one that they have on their heart to write. And then the developmental editing side of things, you know, I still have that going where I'll get a full completed manuscript and go over that. So excited to be able to do these things and work with these amazing people. I'm going to be doing more writing workshops in the new year here in my now hometown. So it's just, there's so much happening. And in addition to, like, I don't want to just take the time and just talk about what's happening for me and the business, but I also want to take a moment to encourage you guys who are watching this. If you've been on the fence about writing your book, why not this year? Why not? And this isn't a pitch for my services, like, but just seriously, like, what if you wrote your book this year? What would that look like? Because you could do it. You absolutely could write your book in a year. Most of my clients will probably be finishing their book within 6-7 months or so. And so it is possible. You could sit down and outline your book and start writing, and you could have your book done by the end of the year. Like, how cool would that be? How awesome would it be to finally hold your book? I'm in the process of working on my fantasy novel. It's in its second draft form right now. I'm about 9.5, 10 chapters into the second draft. And my goal is to have it published by the end of this year. That is my goal for 2020, which means that I also have to work on it. And I haven't done a whole lot of that, but I'm going to do it. That is going to be my commitment to myself. I'm turning 30 next week. As of this recording, this is on the 1st. I'm going to be 30 next week. And 30 is going to be a good year. And I'm going to have my book published. And what's crazy is that when I started writing when I was 16, this book is going to be book 1 of 12 in the fantasy series that I started when I was 16. And so it's taken me 14 years and a lot of learning to get to this point, but I'm going to be publishing my book this year. That is my commitment to myself. And so I want you guys to be able to commit to yourselves to sit down and write your book this year. So there is so much happening in 2020. And I hope that for you guys, this year is going to be a great year of writing your book and seeing those dreams actually come true, and that your book becomes a reality, that physical object that you can hold. And I really hope that for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.